Okay, one of the other options which actually works very well here is the audio player. Okay, so on this audio player, basically you can play MP3 WAV files and MIDI polyphonic files. So let's have a look at some of these now. Remember, if you have up to 2 gigs of space on this thing, you can store quite a lot of files in there. So let's go ahead and play this something here. Okay, let's stop that. That was an MP3 file. Let's go ahead and play a WAV file. Okay, and let's play a MIDI file here. Let's see, I'm sure I have one over here somewhere. Okay, here we go. Another thing is that you can just leave the player and you can go back and just do whatever you please, you know, just use the phone, do whatever you please and just leave that running as a audio player, which is pretty nice. Okay, let's go ahead and stop that. Go to multimedia, audio player, and we stop it. Okay. Another thing about the audio on this phone is that you can use it either for sounds which will come up when you either turn the phone off or on. You can use it for alarms, and you can use it for caller ringtones. The phone does come, the audio player comes with an equalizer which you can play around and try to get a better sound out of it if you'd like. Now the next function that we'll have a look at is the video and MP4 player, which is also pretty good. So we go to video player. Okay, so it comes preloaded with some files. Now, the formats that this phone will play are basically its own motion JPEG AVIs, MP4 files, which use the MP4V codec, but mostly it uses 3GP files, which also, you know, they all play pretty good. And the sound is pretty loud, and the quality is basically what you would expect from a similar MP4 player. So we'll have a look at something here. Let's see what we have. Okay. So you can either play it this way, or you can turn it full screen. Okay, so you can see videos play pretty well, and the sound is also quite good on this. Now, also for videos, you can use them as alarms, as the screens for the phone to turn on or off, and for caller ringtones, which is actually a pretty cool feature. Another one of the functions we have here under multimedia is the sound recorder. Okay, so well, basically that's just like a digital sound recorder, which you can use to just record any conversation. You can use this either to record somebody that's talking to you in person, or you can also use it to record a phone call, which is, basically the more interesting use that I've found on this phone, because actually if you make a regular recording, okay, we're recording now, you really have to be very close to the phone, or you have to be speaking very loud to get a good sound quality, otherwise it just sounds too far away. One of the other functions is the FM radio. Now this FM radio hasn't worked too good for me, because unless I plug in the headphones, all I hear is static. It just doesn't pick any of the stations up. And even with the headphones plugged in, which act as an antenna, I can only get a few stations. I guess this would be nice if it actually worked, because again, you can exit from the radio and it just keeps on playing until you stop it. So you could, in theory, be listening to your favorite radio station on your phone, but for me it hasn't worked that well. Here, the Bluetooth options actually worked very good for me. I've used it with my Bluetooth headset and I haven't had any problems. Also, transferring files from and to other devices, it's pretty simple and it works quite well. For the PDA functions is a calendar, which you can select and just basically choose any dates, and then you can add what to do files there, and then you can set up an alarm for that, and it'll remind you of whatever thing you have to do on that date, which is pretty nice. It has, the alarms which you can set to the 5 different type of alarms, or a clock, I don't know, stopwatch, calculator, sometimes you use that. It has an ebook reader, this health thing, which is not very helpful. And basically that's all the functions for this phone. There's a file manager, which you can just look at everything you have stored either on your phone or in the memory card. Just basically handle all your files there. Profiles, you set whether if you're want phone silent, the headset, the Bluetooth profiles, or however you're using your phone. And well, one of the other things, again, this phone, once you plug it in with the USB cable, it has 3 functions to it. One is being a mass storage device, for which you can use to either put your files to the phone. The second option it has is to act as a webcam. I have used a webcam. It's actually working pretty good. It does not require any drivers, at least as I've tested it with Windows XP. It just detects the webcam driver automatically, and you can use your phone with the back camera as a webcam for any messenger type applications, or to record video on your desktop. And the other function that it has from the USB is to act as a modem. So if you want to connect your computer to the web using your modem, you could do that. You can make this phone act as a modem for your computer. So basically that's all I have prepared for this review. So if you have any questions, just write them down. I'll try to answer them. And if I find any further things about the phone, I will keep you posted. Thanks.